What's up, everybody? Ace Overlord here, back again with another Team Fortress 2 commentary. And today, I'd like to talk about a topic that's been on my mind a little bit, so the gameplay is going to sit in the background. This is of the new beta map game mode for Team Fortress 2 with all the power-ups and grappling hooks and the expanded map and skybox and all that kind of stuff. And that's actually going to be the topic of this video, so it sort of pairs along there. And I just wanted to talk about this whole smissmas update, and I find it a little strange how everything sort of played out over the past month or so for Team Fortress 2, so that's mainly what this video is going to be about. So starting off, what exactly happened in the new smissmas update? Well, we got new festives, that's always a thing when it comes to smissmas. We got some new weapons, which is always exciting, but these weapons didn't really build up that much hype or excitement in my opinion. What we got is a new Demoman grenade launcher, a new Demoman sticky launcher, and a new shotgun. And these weapons have some cool mechanics to them, and I think they're really awesome, but it's not like back in the Bread update when we had these new weapons, these new crazy mechanics that everybody was excited for and just had to get their hands on. These weapons just don't really seem like those kinds of things. And then we have the new game mode, these new beta game mode, which I think is a little weird that Valve is already doing another beta map or maps game mode when they're already, working on Asteroid, which I don't even think is still a thing anymore. Is it still a thing? It's still there, it's unfinished, but I think it's a little weird that they would do that even though they're still supposed to be working on a map. But anyway, that's beside the point there. So this game mode, I've played it quite a bit, and I think it is definitely wacky and fun. It's definitely amusing because the idea of having grappling hooks in Team Fortress 2 is it's so stupid, but in the same way, it's hilariously fun just to see all the crap you can do, basically. Like, as Spy, you can go invisible and grappling hook around the map and just, wait up above for somebody to walk underneath you and then just pounce, which I think is really cool. It sort of adds, a ninja aspect to the Spy. But these things are definitely not balanced, or in any way should they be a regular for Team Fortress 2. I'm happy it's just in the beta game mode that they have this. And they also added new power-ups. There's various power-ups that give you, various bonuses to your character, such as the vampire, or just the vamp I think it's called, which is all damage that you do can be returned as health, which makes the pyro incredibly strong in this game mode, I'll give you that. And also the spy, because when you backstab, it's 1100 damage, so that is definitely a crazy power up there. But on a serious note, the fact that they added this game mode, this beta game mode, in the smissmas update, I think is a little weird, because this very loosely, I must say beta, because this is completely unbalanced and incredibly stupid, so I don't even think this should really be in beta right now. It's just very early beta because they still have a lot to do to work with it if they want this to actually be a thing. But I think it's weird that they would release a game mode such as this, yet they would turn down CP Snowplow. And they turned that down because it was actually a very well thought out map. It was worked on for a long time by map creators, and it was play tested by Valve employees. This was tested, but then it just got shut down because Valve thought that it would be too confusing for new players to get the hold of. But then they released this. They released a completely new game mode that changes the TF2 playstyle completely with grappling hooks and power-ups. That's not how TF2 should be, in my opinion, but they do that, but they can't release a map because they think it's too confusing. I think that's really hard for me to, just grab onto there. It's just difficult for me to understand how they would just make that kind of jump. It's we can't do this because it's too difficult, but here's a game mode that confuses almost everybody and is stupid in every way. But here you go, Merry Christmas. I just can't understand that, and in my opinion, I think Valve just doesn't care as much. I don't think they really care as much as they used to with Team Fortress 2, and I think that's a little wrong. I mean, TF2 is one of the greatest games that has lasted this long, in my opinion. I don't know any game that people still play and that the community interacts with so much like TF2. It's pretty amazing, the community in this game, and the fact that Valve just doesn't care enough to add a new map or just throw this stupid beta game mode at us, I think it's actually very disappointing, and it makes me a little sad for Valve. But there's also word that they're going to be adding this competitive thing or matchmaking to Team Fortress 2, which I guess I can get excited for. It's already a thing. You could go on any website like TF2 Lobby and already have Highlander, do stuff like that, so I'm not sure how matchmaking would work, if it would be Highlander or just being paired with people of equal skill. I put that in quotes because I have no idea what equal skill would even be. But it's a little unnerving that TF2 is starting to actually die down, and I don't like it. I really don't. I've been a long-standing player of Team Fortress 2. It's been one of my favorite games for years. I've been playing for about 3 to 4 years straight, and I just love it. I've never gotten bored of Team Fortress 2. It's impossible to, in my opinion. But apparently Valve has. Valve just doesn't care enough. But there's no reason to get all depressing with this video. I really don't know why I'm getting that depressing. There's also news that there's a lot of news and rumors, by the way, for Valve right now. There's rumors that Valve is working on a new Source engine, and that could also lead to Left 4 Dead 3. Yes, I know Valve doesn't know how to count to 3, but let's keep our fingers crossed that they actually do know how to this time with this new Source engine, because I don't know what else Valve would do with a new Source engine. I mean, they'll just make it and just be like, yeah, we made one, but don't expect anything. We don't know how to count to 3. And then there's Overwatch. Now, if you don't know what Overwatch is, it's back in BlizzCon, a while back. Blizzard announced this new game that they're creating called Overwatch. And I have never seen a game look more similar to TF2, but not be at the same time. There's a lot of similar aspects to it. There's guys who build sentries, there's guys who go invisible, there's a scout-esque character, but this guy can teleport. It looks like a very awesome game in my opinion, and something I will enjoy a lot. I will definitely pick it up. But it looks like it could be the TF2 replacement for a lot of people, because the community can only last so long without help from the actual creator. If Valve isn't going to play their part, it's going to be really hard for the community to stay with Team Fortress 2 with a game like Overwatch coming out. And I think it looks really cool. I'm definitely going to play it. And would I choose it over Team Fortress 2? I don't know anymore, because a while back I would have said no way, Team Fortress 2 is the best. I would never do that. But at this point, I'm not really sure. It looks like an awesome game. I'll definitely do some videos for it. Will it take over Team Fortress 2 on my channel? I don't really know. It depends on where Team Fortress 2 goes, because the end of the line update was a bit of a disappointment. This smissmas update, wasn't really expecting much, but it was still pretty weird what Valve did. And I'm getting really excited for the engineer versus spy update that's been, tossed around. And being a spy and engineer fanboy, I love those two classes. I'm really looking forward to this, but I'm not really sure what Valve would do with it. We might get like one team, one spy weapon, one engineer weapon, bunch of hats, and there you go. That's it. But you can never really know what Valve is doing. Their mind is an infinite enigma, if you put it that way. You have no idea what's going on in there. And sometimes they could surprise you, sometimes they could really surprise you. And I'm hoping that their next surprise will be a good one. But in the end, Team Fortress 2 is awesome. I will be playing it for a long, long time. I'm not just going to throw it away in the favor of something new. I will stick around as long as I can, and as long as the community is willing to be there. But that's pretty much the end of my video, guys. Sorry to leave on such a sort of sad note. I really don't like to make these kinds of videos, but I just had to get that off my chest, because it's really weird what's going on with Valve, and I just can't stop thinking about what direction they're trying to go in. I mean, who knows? Maybe this Source engine will lead to Team Fortress 3, and then everybody and their moms will go absolutely insane, because I know I would if I heard that. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.